I'm a personal shopper for the ultra-rich, and their shopping habits revealed a secret about them I can't unsee. Okay, so look, I'm a personal shopper. Not the fun kind where you get to pick out cute outfits for people. This is the other kind. The one where you're dealing with CEOs, celebrities, actual royalty, people with more money than God. And honestly, it's weird. I don't know why I'm even posting this, but I need to get it off my chest. It's been eating at me for months. It started subtly, little things that didn't quite add up. It wasn't the price tags, because those were insane, obviously. It was what they were buying, and how little they seemed to care about it. Like, they drop six figures on something and not even look at it, just sign off. It's bizarre. The sheer indifference was unsettling, a stark contrast to the exorbitant cost. Personal shopping, at this level, isn't just about finding the latest designer bag. It's about anticipating needs, knowing their schedules, their preferences, their everything. It's about being a ghost, a facilitator. And sometimes, it's about ignoring red flags for a really, really fat commission. I'm not proud of that part, okay? But bills need to be paid. Anyway, the first real weirdness? A tech mogul. Seriously, a guy who probably owns half the internet. He ordered dozens, like 40, maybe 50, of these old, outdated flip phones. The kind with the tiny screens and T9 keyboards. And he wanted them all with untraceable prepaid plans. I asked, politely of course, if he wanted a new smartphone. The ones with the cameras and the apps and everything. He just stared at me, said he liked the simplicity, didn't even glance at them after he bought them, just stacked them in a corner. I don't know why I didn't think more of it at the time. I just processed the order and moved on. The whole thing felt like a scene from a spy movie, and I was just an extra. Then there was the socialite. You know the type. Always on magazine covers, dripping in diamonds, perpetually launching something. She ordered hundreds of identical vintage children's books, all first editions, like serious collector's items. I'm talking five-figure prices for some of them. I asked if she was starting a library for underprivileged kids or something. She gave me this look, this dismissive look, said it was charity donations. Honestly, my gut screamed at me. It felt wrong, but the bill was huge, and I didn't want to lose the client, so I brushed it off. Big mistake, probably. I should have dug deeper. I really should have. The thought of what those books might actually be used for kept me up at night. It started to feel like I was surrounded by shadows. I started suspecting something. I don't even know what. Illegal activity? Money laundering? Identity theft? Blackmail? My imagination ran wild. Late nights, endless online searching. I was a mess. My therapist was thrilled, I'm sure. I started seeing patterns, connections where there probably weren't any. I was paranoid, I admit it, but the feeling wouldn't go away. It was like they were all hiding something, and I was unwittingly helping them do it. I felt complicit, even though I didn't know what I was complicit in. The weight of it all pressed down on me, making it hard to breathe. Then, out of the blue, a former client called. A really high-profile guy, used to be a regular. He needed my help buying specific items. Very specific. He was vague about why, just said he needed them discreetly. After a brief pause, he dropped a bomb. He was going into hiding, testifying against some powerful people. People with a lot of money and a lot of influence. Suddenly, everything clicked. The flip phones, the books. It wasn't about the items themselves. It was about disappearing. About creating layers of anonymity. It was terrifying, honestly. I felt like I'd stumbled into a spy movie. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was now a target too. I started compiling years of orders, from different clients across different continents. And that's when I saw it. The pattern. The flip phones, the vintage books, industrial water filters, storable food, first aid kits. All these seemingly random, useless items. They were all stockpiling them, in massive quantities. It wasn't just one or two clients, it was a trend. A secret pact, it seemed, among the ultra-rich. They weren't spending their money on yachts and parties, they were buying survival supplies. It was like they knew something we didn't. The sheer scale of their preparations was chilling. It made me question everything. The stability of the world, the future, everything. They know something we don't know. They're not just rich, they're prepared. It's unsettling, to say the least. I started looking at the news differently, reading between the lines, trying to figure out what they were bracing for. Honestly, I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. I keep thinking about those flip phones, those books. What were they for? What were they planning? The thought of what I might uncover next sent a shiver down my spine. And then it hit me. It wasn't just about disappearing. It was about surviving. They have bunkers, hidden getaways, places to ride out whatever's coming. And they're all using me, unknowingly, to supply them. I'm their logistical arm, their silent partner in whatever this is. I feel like I'm part of something huge, something dangerous, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm just a personal shopper. I'm not a hero. I'm not a whistleblower. I'm just a guy who buys things for rich people. The realization that I was facilitating their escape was a heavy burden to bear. Now I'm torn. Do I stay quiet and collect my commissions? Pretend I didn't see anything? Or do I warn everyone about what's coming? Do I risk everything to expose the truth? It's a terrifying decision. I've been losing sleep, barely eating. My friends think I'm crazy. My therapist just keeps telling me to breathe. But how can I breathe when I know the richest people in the world are secretly preparing for the end of the world as we know it? They aren't just rich, they have inside information. They have plans. We don't. The silence felt like a betrayal of everything I believed in. So yeah, that's my story. I don't know what to do. I'm posting this here on Reddit because I don't know where else to turn. I need to know. What would you do if you knew the richest people in the world were secretly preparing for the end of the world as we know it? Seriously, tell me. I need to hear it. I need to know I'm not completely losing it. But as I hit post, I couldn't shake the feeling that I just signed my own death warrant.